Set again. Beautiful day. Absolutely gorgeous. See that thing up there? That's the sun. We don't see that very often here. But anyway, there's the mud bug right where I left it. And I'm out here with a, I don't know if you guys can see me or not, but with my flannel shirt on, and I don't even think I'm making steam, am I? I don't think so. So anyway, working on digging it out and getting it broke free, and we'll see how the body looks on it. So I'll be right back in a second and you can check her out. Well, here's a close-up of the flake. If you guys can see that. I think you can kind of make it out. It's not as big as the original flake, but that's probably a good spot where you can see it and it's reflecting. We got a little bit of sun right now, so that's helping a lot to try to show you. Actually, you can kind of see it there too. So got some orange peel up there. We'll sand that out. But there you go. Now you guys can see it. She really shines in the sun. When you get it in the sun, she looks pretty good. So well, there she is, boys and girls, with all of her body. I think it looks pretty darn good for what it was. A lot of time and effort went into building that body, but I will post another picture up here of what the original one would have looked like, and I think I come pretty darn close. So, give you a quick little walk around here. So, here it is. Now we got to do all the mechanical work. Get her running. So, a couple little runs. You guys might be able to see them. You probably can because they're kind of big, but I'll buff them out. Once it dries up good and hard, it'll probably take a good week or so before it gets up hard enough that I can buff them out. But yeah, it's you guys can see the run in the seat I don't really care about, if you guys can see that. See that? Don't care, because this gets a black cushion, for lack of a better word, that goes on here. This has got to get drilled, and there's another bolt that goes in here. You can adjust this back and forth, so if you're shorter you can slide it up, if you're taller. Right now I got it bolted on back here. The gas cap lines up pretty decent, so you can get in there to gas it up. The engine is pretty close to what would have been used in it. It's a 7-horse Ariens snowblower motor, which I think I blew up, if I remember correctly. I think it's got a broken rod, but it is kind of the right motor. The clutch I'm having issues with. I bought a whatever you want to call it, you know, like a belt drive clutch, constant velocity, torque converter, whatever you want to call it. And I had it for a go-kart project I was doing, and we couldn't get it to line up with the sprockets, and it was giving us problems. So we ended up putting it back in the box and sitting it on the shelf and thinking about something else. Until this girl come along, and then I've been kind of thinking about trying to find one of these, and one popped up on Facebook, which if any of you guys you know, which I know all you guys do, you know, live on Craigslist like I do, and eBay to a certain extent. But Craigslist is kind of nice because stuff is a lot closer. I really think that this Facebook thing is going to take off. It's not as easily policed as Craigslist, so that could be an issue with it. But right now, I'm finding a lot of good deals on there. You know, so as much as we've all lived on Craigslist, you know, ever since the end of the swap sheet, any of you guys watching up in upstate New York remember the swap sheet? When I was a kid, we used to live off that thing. It was an actual newspaper, you know, printed on newsprint, and it had categories just like Craigslist, and it had, you know, stuff that people were selling, and it was a pretty awesome thing, and used to buy a lot of stuff off that when I was a kid. But yeah, so we're gonna paint the frame up a little bit there in the black, and we'll get that all done and make her beautiful. And but yeah, I'm pretty stoked right now. I don't know if you guys can make out this clear, or this metallic. I think my sun's kind of going down a little bit. But maybe you guys can see it. It's a pretty fine, it's got some orange peel. You can actually see the orange peel really good there. But you can also see the flake in it too. The light from the phone is hitting the flake. So, but yeah, it definitely looks like, you remember the old Honda CT70s? That's what it kind of reminds me of, that Honda orange that they used to put on them. It seems to be kind of a similar color to that. But this was that TCP Global Fire Mist Orange, and just acrylic enamel. $34 a quart. I don't know what it cost me to ship it. 10 bucks or something like that. 12 bucks. I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, grand total, I'm trying to figure it out. I give 40 bucks for it without a body. I used the plywood parts and pieces to make the buck, which was free. Some screws, some glue. I think I bought a can of foam, you know, that expanding great stuff foam to blow up a little bit, and fill in any of the cracks and crevices. Oh, probably a half a gallon of Bondo to smooth it out even more. The fiberglass, I bought it in little packages to begin with, and that was expensive. That was probably, I think I paid $40 for a gallon of resin, and then probably another $20 for the little packages, and that's what I used to make the mold off the buck. And then I purchased 10 yards, so like 30 feet of 3/4 ounce chopped mat online. Can't remember the store. Pro Marine maybe, I don't know. But anyway, I bought that, and so I got a whole bunch of that left over. So if I wanted to make another body, I could. And but yeah, it looks pretty decent. Come out pretty cool. And I want to thank everybody who's commented and subscribed. I want to thank you, Dizzy, out there for putting me up last night on the his web show and his live YouTube feed. He shouted me out quite a few times, and I really do appreciate that. It's kind of cool to, you know, have somebody out there who appreciates what you're working on. And I really dig some of the stuff he's building too, you know. But I'd like to thank Harvey too, Harvey Spooner out there. He shouts me out quite a bit. He got my trike running, my old Honda 250 SX. He fired that up here a couple days ago, which I knew he'd get it running. And we're going to go back to working on the little XR75. So you'll see some more videos on that. You know, I think the key to success in life, if you're kind of a junk guy, is keep a lot of projects at hand, and I think that'll help you get through. When you hit a roadblock with one, you can move on to another one, think about the other one, and work on this, and just keep plugging along. So again, I want to thank all my subscribers and the whole YouTube family. And thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing and commenting, and we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks.